Let me go ahead. Moringa Productions Marketers and Farmers Welfare and Empowerment Association of Nigeria holding a press conference today, 23rd December 2024 at Moringa House, Plot 4, Phase 4 Industrial Layout, Nyanya, FCT Abuja. $1 billion, which is equivalent to about 76.5 trillion Nigerian money as of current exchange rate. And also for federal government of Nigeria, out of this money, beside this money that citizens are generating, that the federal government of Nigeria, who is the major supporter of these citizens to cultivate this moringa, will be generating $7.8 billion, which is equivalent to about 12 trillion 750 billion naira to the revenue without any stress, without fighting me to collect it by force to their revenue post in order to help on yearly basis. Let's go ahead. In a simple arithmetic or mathematics, moringa farmers to generate about 3.750 billion on monthly basis, while the federal government of Nigeria will generate about $650 million on monthly basis, which is about 1 trillion by engaging 50 million unemployed Nigerians. How do we engage them? Pushing them to the farm. Just making each of your citizens say, okay, I have encouraged you with moringa plant for only 2 plots of land. Go and plant it. For you to encourage the citizens, what the citizen is supplying, aside the money that the citizen is generating, you, the federal government, the company is giving you about $1.8 on each kg that the citizens that you have supported, cultivated and generate his own personal money. Out of his own money, the company is paying you this for you supporting your citizens. As we move ahead, the above named association in collaboration with Eden Group have witnessed for these 2 decades the effect of chemical farming, which causes the ongoing climate change and global warming that brought down and negatively affected all agricultural cultivations and production processes, leading to poor support and funding from local and international organizations to the great sector which all living things depend on. In view of the key interests above, the association wishes to bring and introduce the below agricultural inputs and consultancy services to Nigerians' dry and rainy season farming, which include farm constructions and consultancy services to Nigerians' dry and rainy season. Okay. Farm constructions, consultancy and equipment leasing services. Number 2, pharmaceutical raw material productions and supplies. Number 3, improve agricultural seed and seedlings, animal feedlots, nutritional extract and poultry management and consultancy. We finance, support and offtake rice farming, ginger farming, cassava farming, tomato farming, moringa farming, ugu farming, soya beans farming, sesame seed farming, wheat farming, general vegetable and grains farming. We also lease or loan tractors and other equipment to clear, cultivate farmlands, animal feedlots, nutritional and poultry farm productions and consultancy services at 9%. That means whatsoever any farmer is looking for in Nigeria, the Moringa Association is capable. If you can see fertilizer and everything that we are looking for, both organic, both palletized and in a liquid format, herbicides and the rest of it, anything that a farmer is looking for, the association now stood that we are giving it to you at only 9%. Pay your 30% and then at harvest, we'll wait for your harvest. If you can't give us the money give us the grains that we have harvested. Simple. In order for us to proceed and move ahead. Which Eden Group and Moringa Marketers, Farmers, Welfare and Empowerment Association of Nigeria will offtake all produce for productions and marketing and supplies all inputs at 30% deposit from our investors, partners and ordinary group members to pay balance gradually or at harvest and at peace using our payment terms. A country that empowers and utilizes its citizens, manpower will not borrow to develop its infrastructures. The association has seen with keen interest on the level of borrowing that both the farmers and the government have engaged in, while the money we are searching for is just lying on the soil that we have been blessed with. While working towards the upcoming International Moringa Summit, workshop, training, and the general election of our states, local government, and world leadership to manage and coordinate the association affairs, we wish to use this medium to call on the stakeholders and government agencies and sectors to focus on moringa cultivation for our industrial raw material for pharmaceutical, food, fertilizers, animal feed, poultry, fishery, and other international demand, which, as we are talking right now, we are under pressure to deliver moringa products to US and to UK. We are under pressure. So that is what called for this. Moringa, Nigerian biggest foreign exchange hub. It's both Nigerian and Africa. Biggest foreign exchange hub. Moringa organic fertilizer, making agriculture interesting and attractive with visible yield and better income for national development. Yours for Moringa Productions, Marketers and Farmers Welfare and Empowerment Association, Dr. Michael Ashimashiga, the chairman, and we have also Dr. Shaibu. As it is, that is where we are now airing it out, that our target even for next year, we are looking for not less than about 200 billion moringa trees, 200 billion planted in all Nigerian lands. I know insecurity is one problem that farmers are facing all over the country. And we are telling government, and we are advising even the stakeholders and critical individuals, both here and out. We mustn't be fighting every time. You mustn't use gun to force somebody to stop stealing. Just give him this. How much does it cost for one to have a full plot of moringa? It's 50,000 naira. We'll give you the seed, we'll give you the herbicide, we'll give you the insecticide, go and apply, and then wait, manage it for only 4 months, start harvesting and supply to us. You have given him 50,000, you save his life than using 50,000 to prosecute him and deal with him. Than using 50,000 to buy gun and shoot that he is a thief. I always share this testimony and stories, what I encountered in one of the police stations. They brought a thief inside the police station. Inside the police station, he's feeling hungry. They brought food for somebody. The police kept it there. The man still steal that food and was eating. When they brought the person, the other one that they brought the food from, they removed him from the cell to give him his food. The police was just putting hand. He realized I didn't see the food. He turned back. He saw the other guy. The way I entered the station, I saw the guy eating the food. I said, "This one, is it ordinary?" The policeman turned and said, "You still outside. They brought you here. Inside the police station, you still steal food again." So these are common things that can be solved without any battle. All this unemployment, you know, when you look at the high cost of living now, it's so high. And everybody, most people, you can't pay transport to go to your work. How much are they paying you? We now tell you that you can go back to your farm. Stay in the farm there. And then with 50,000 naira that the government have supported him, or 100,000, government are spending more than that. Spend only 100,000 naira to each of your citizens. And then you have empowered his life, and you are making beyond that money that you have given to him from the association. Do that and try it and see. These are common arithmetic that you don't need any magic wand on that. The magic one that we need, we are only telling you that when you come to the factory in the extraction process, that is where we show the magic one. But the ordinary one, face it up with the citizens. And then everybody will praise and say, oh, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you have done well for the country. Nobody will abuse him anywhere when you take this step to empower only just few citizens. Try them and see. That is why we have all the zonal coordinators, and election for the state coordinators and local government and ward coordinators are coming up this January. Why are we doing this? It's because we want to empower to make sure they will go. These are extension workers. Beside this local government, this thing, the company, the association, and the company, Eden Moringa, we are looking for extension workers. You are taking salary of 200,000 naira. If you are applying as an extension worker, we are giving you, come, bring, let a director in either the local government or state government sign, guarantee you that is guaranteeing us, Director Ministry of Agri, let him guarantee you that we are engaging you, employing you as a extension officer. Your own is to go to farmers. We only tell you that, you see our fertilizer, only 20 bags. If you don't do anything, make sure you sell 20 bags, because we are not giving free money. This is an association and we have been dealt with. So now we are telling you, we are engaging you with a target of, that is only 20 bags for you to sell in a local government. You earn your 200,000 naira. If you sell more than 1 trailer, each bag you sell, you have 5% as our extension officer. Why are we doing this? Whatever they are making there, the raw material demand will be higher. So most people say, why are you paying 200,000 naira for extension worker? I say, for him to sell only 20 bags and then go direct contact with farmers, not only Moringa farms, both maize and everything. Guide them on how to apply it. Then you will see by next year, you will see what agriculture will turn to. You will see the food that will be in all the grains reserve. Most people quarrel me, why am I always announcing when the Senate air that all the grains reserve are empty, that I should leave the papers to shout? I say, no, I have to shout so that let my people also know, and let everybody knows that there is no food in the grains reserve. And then we are working to make sure that the food will be there, and that is what we have done this. So an extension worker is to help us let the farmers be at peace. Let them apply this fertilizer. Just apply it the normal way we ask you to do. Simple. You don't need any magic one. You are good to go. Food will be everywhere. Initially, some days back, years back, you plant both maize, groundnut, melon, and everything in one region, and you keep going, and you see them doing well. But today, now only one. But we are telling you that with Moringa organic fertilizer, both palletized and liquid, apply it and see. Go and plant everything on that line, and then apply this our fertilizer. You will see the magic that it will give you. So that is what we have done.
New name. They are not organic fertilizer. As everybody knows, if you want to export your products, your produce, even today the raw materials, if it is produced under organic fertilizer, you have premium price. Yeah. And this one, with the export population and with the current insecurity, to go to hinterland to farm now is a problem. So the available land around now is being cultivated over and over. With the organic fertilizer now, you'll be able to even correct the soil texture, the soil structure, and the cut iron exchange capacity, where your crop would survive and do very well. And that's why we're actually introducing the organic. And again, organic Moringa, organic fertilizer from Moringa, because of the Moringa extract inside here, it can also serve as insecticide for the soil arthropod that could dissolve the soil in the crop inside there. And also it has some nutrition, because apart from the nutritional value, it has some insecticidal activities too. So it's a very interesting situation for we in the agricultural sector. And I think we are taking it very far. And also, like the liquid one, it is also there, especially for vegetable farmers. It's not. I didn't say you can use it also with other cereal and other crops. It can also, vegetable farmers can use it very well. So we have a lot to go. And when we actually begin properly by next year, I think there's going to be a serious dramatic change in the food supplies.
Sure.
And before we have some problems, and that's also the problems we have tried now to mitigate, so that the association registered now with the CAC, we have all coordinators across the 6 zones included. And then from there, we will have ease of reaching out to all the states. And when we get to the states, we'll go down to the local government. And from the local government, we'll now go to the wards. From there, at least in many wards of this country, we will have our farmers there. Today, if we have over 10 trailers of leaves now, if you bring it today, we are ready to consume it. We are looking for leaves now. You can help us out. If you are coming from any part of the country, if you hear where there's leaves now, please contact us immediately.
Yes.
We are looking for it. As you said, our colleagues from abroad, they are looking for leaves now to supply them in US. We don't have. Israel wanted to sign an agreement for 10 tons of leaf powder per month. Israel alone, where do we get 10 tons per month? You know what 10 tons of powder, ground moringa leaves? When he was trying to discuss, I said, please stop that. We cannot do that one now, because we don't have the farmers that are producing such kind of a thing. Now, because our product has been tested and found to be naturally no additive, nothing included, I think that's why they are not looking for our products.
Doctor, sorry, to add to what you have said,
Yes.
you know, I went ahead to sign another one from UK without letting him know, because they will stop me from signing.
That's the thing.
So the pressure is on my neck.
So that,
The one of the US, I have given them that authority that the flights that are supposed to leave on Saturday would have taken some few tons. We didn't deliver. You can see we are battling to see how we can bring out meat. So the demand is coming because they have tested both those ones from India, China, and other countries. They now realize that Nigerian has the best. And in Nigeria, we have the best soil, we have the best land, and we are using organic fertilizer. Still using the Moringa
Let me quickly give one.
naira to be generated in Moringa. People wonder or kept getting disturbed. How did you arrive, or how did we arrive at this figure? It's a very simple arithmetic. We tell you that out of 50 million Nigerians, you having only 2 plots is all that we are looking for you. 2 plots of Moringa, each plot at a worst case scenario that your Moringa you didn't generate, or you didn't get Moringa leaves yield from your farm. We are targeting that you are giving us only 20 kilogram. That 20 kilogram of Moringa per 1 plot at 2,500 naira per kg. Now, as we are talking, we even increase it, but we are working these figures. We are working at 2,500 naira. So when you multiply 2,500 naira by 20 kg, it gives you about 50,000 naira. So 50,000 naira times 2 gives you 100,000 naira. That 100,000 naira, that is what you are making from your Moringa farm as an individual. When you multiply it by 50 people,
50 million.
but by 50 million people,
Let us give him a round of applause.
so you can now get that. We still say what federal government are also making from it by supporting you. We are not taking what we supposed, association is not taking what is supposed to give to you. We tell the federal government, for you paying for this man, for us to give him input to cultivate Moringa for our own usage and also export. You federal government, you are taking $1.something, which is about almost 4,000 naira per each kg. That means we round it up to 3,000 naira.
Yeah.
That is at worst case scenario. We buy Moringa more than 3,000 naira per kg, but we work this at worst case scenario. So when you look at it, you multiply this with Nigerian, that is the worst you can get, 20 kg. And we have arable land and the rest of them. Travel all around the country, you see land wasting. empty. Why can't you encourage to at least even face out this issue of climate change and the rest of them? Go and plant this moringa tree. You can see this one. We harvested this one last week. You can see them all harvested last week. You see new leaves coming up now. In the next 3 weeks, come back here and see this. We will harvest it, and we are telling you that at worst case scenario, in each plot of land you have 1,100. You plant 3 by 3 feet square. So there is no, it's not a magic. It's just a simple arithmetic that the federal government can make money without any stress. Initially, I know we have a lot of battles when people are talking internationally that moringa cannot be exported, cannot be done. We have grown beyond that level. Coming to the second question.
Sorry, sir. Did you export Moringa products last year out of this country?
Yes.
Yes. Currently.
Then how much generated? Yes, yeah. How much did you make?
We kite, but God seeing us through, we kept exporting, and we are getting the little that we are getting, and then it's now the country at least. We are now sure to tell everybody for these 10 years, about 16 years of our research and development, we have now gotten to a point where everybody is standing, and then we are happy to say go and cultivate moringa because of our fertilizer, because of our chicken feed. You see the outbreak of diseases, all this MVI influenza and the rest of them. I have much demand for chicken feed. We produce extract. You know, Nigerians, when you hear poultry farmers last 2 weeks, last month or so, last 2 months, they are crying for this high cost, this exchange rate, because of importations of premise and vitamins that they use in poultry feed production. That is why the cost of the poultry feed is higher. We are now telling them that we have an extract that is 100% organic. You can see we have some of our birds inside. We don't give them any single drug here. They take the moringa. As they are eating their food, they are eating moringa. So they are not looking for any other chemical so that where people are eating and then having all this outbreak of diseases and suffering, where even the drugs cannot heal. Meanwhile, we are even on production of our drugs at N1trn with National Institute of Pharmaceutical Research. That is N1trn in Idu. They are ongoing with our capsulations and the rest of it. So when we offtake this moringa from you, we extract the one that is going for food processing is going. The one that is going for pharmaceutical drugs is going. The one that is going for animal feed is going. The waste product, if you can look at that drum behind you, that black drum, if they tell you that the extract we produce in that drum, if you see it, the odor I know is not palatable, it's not friendly. But what that drum can produce, what that drum produce now, we have to produce 100 trailers of fertilizer with it. That drum that you see behind you, you can see the black drum. So these are things that we have done. So what we are paying you for taking moringa from you is nothing compared to what we are making out of it. So people have put in much interest to see how we can get to this point, which God have helped us today. We are here. We know that is why we are assuring all farmers in Nigeria. When you realize that all this yield from farming, the whole land is dead. All Nigeria land, check everywhere, you will see that. Put 10 bags of fertilizer, look at what you generate or the yield that will come up. You know that is discouraging. That is why so many people are withdrawing. Both international communities and the rest of them are running away from funding farmers because the land is already dead. So this is the fertilizer that we stood on every ground. We challenge everybody, anywhere. Go and use our fertilizer and see the difference of what you have used from other fertilizer. And then see your land getting back its own strength.
Unemployment can be a cause of all sorts of nonsense in the country. I, particularly, that came from that side, I know what insecurity is all about. You are only here reading and hearing or viewing in the television, but we see it practically. Because, God forbid it, I have seen victims of assault where people are just killed. Let me tell you, around 6, you are journeying from Kaduna or wherever to Zamfara is terminated in Fontua till 7 o'clock the next day in the morning. If the association now engages people to do one or two things as their own benefit, at least it's a plus to the government by reducing unemployment, which is one of the sole cause of this nonsense we are facing today.
You said you are saying that Moringa cultivation will reduce.
Will reduce all the problem. Yes.
Is that what you are saying?
Yeah,
Very
that's
well.
it. Yeah. Not only
Every
the
state.
the
In
generation.
a time.
Just your state. How
No,
are you going
no,
to,
it's-
wait, sir,
Yeah.
let me ask the question. How are you going to apply that?
Idle mind.
Idle mind is a devil workshop. It is when you don't have anything doing, you begin to think devilishly.
Yeah.
How do I steal this? Or who do I kill to survive? Now the ball is your court. You have your own plantation, or once by the day you give it. You start working on it. All nonsense is rule off your heart. You only concentrate at your own benefit.
You are getting 100,000 naira on monthly basis from 2 plot of land.
So how many
What
of
will stop you
these are
to?
working in your plantations in Kasim?
As I'm talking to you, we are still just the association is newly registered, just as my director said. So we are now outside conversing with people to see how we'll be able to engage them fully into the system.
And again,